Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to do a set of peekaboo traditional box braids and chat about why traditional box braids are probably the best protective braiding style you can get and how they might be better than knotless braids. But before we get into that, all right, y'all, so we're back. If you're new here, I'm Rashelle Slaughters, your braider big sis, here to help you slaughter your braider business with a top tier skill set and creative content. So today, like I said before, we're doing a set of peekaboo traditional box braids. Peekaboo means that there's one color in the back section and there's one color in the top section. So today, this client is getting 350 as her peekaboo color, and her main color up top is 1B. This client has been coming to me for over, I want to say 2 or 3 years. And every time she books an appointment, it's for traditional box braids, specifically medium traditional box braids, butt length. She has explained before that she prefers traditional box braids over knotless or other hairstyles because of longevity. So let's backtrack for a second. If you don't know the difference between a traditional box braid or knotless braid, the traditional box braids actually have a knot at the root compared to a knotless box braid. It doesn't. But with traditional box braids, because of that knot, usually those braids last longer than knotless. So what I see often is older clients request the traditional box braids over the knotless. Knotless are relatively newer style. I think I did my first and only set of knotless braids back in 2016, and only one person requested it. I didn't really start doing them consistently as a style until about like 2019, 2020. So many people would rather have the longevity of a style over, like, for knotless, you can put the braids up in a ponytail the same day you get them. They're a little more lightweight than the traditional box braids, and some people prefer that over knotless. So it's all just a preference of the client. Along with longevity, my client keeps her box braids in for longer than 2 months, which might be a lot for some people or might not be long enough for other people. But for her, she's a nurse, and not having to worry about her hair is one of the biggest benefits of getting box braids. So because she keeps her styles in so long, she needs a true protective style that's going to protect her hair in between the times, when she's taking it out and wearing it out, letting it breathe in between styles. But the box braids truly keeps her hair protected year round. Like, sis don't just get braids in the summertime, she gets them in the wintertime too. So she needs a good go-to protective style that's actually going to keep her hair protected, not one that only looks cute. All right, so let's get into why traditional box braids may be the best protective style you can get. Now, I done made a list. We ain't gonna argue about that list, but we can have a healthy debate, okay? So we already talked about longevity. Longevity is what will always make traditional box braids top tier over knotless. They always last longer. I don't care who's doing them, whether I'm doing them or another braider's doing them. Traditional box braids will always last longer. That knot that's at the top of the braid is what holds the hair in better. And there's less hair that's out at the root. So when I showed you earlier the difference between the knotless braids and the traditional braids, your real hair is out at the top of that braid. So when you would usually see frizz in traditional box braids, you're going to see it twice as fast with knotless. And I know people out there love their knotless braids, honey, but baby, those braids are more so for style rather than, being protective. Are they considered a protective style? Sure. But when you're looking at a protective style specifically for longevity, something that's going to last you longer, that's going to protect your hair longer, you need to be looking at traditional box braids over knotless braids. All right, the second reason why traditional box braids, in my opinion, may be better than knotless is because when it comes to tucking, you're able to tuck more of your client's hair than you are with knotless. So if you look at this picture right here, these braids are tucked from the root. So for this particular style, I used 1B, 350, and 613 for her colors. The black hair, it really doesn't make a difference because her hair is black, those braids are black, so you can't really see that her hair is tucked. But for the 350 braids and the 613 braids, you can see that her black hair isn't coming through, and it is because it is fully tucked. Now, if you look at these knotless braids, I found this picture on Instagram. So if you look closely at the root, there's at least about 1 to 2 inches of the client's hair still showing. And I will say you won't see this with every stylist's work. Some stylists have mastered being able to tuck the hair as soon as it's fed at the root, but not everybody's knotless are like that. And I actually see more knotless that look like this than the ones that are actually from the root. So this is what I mean when I say compared to a traditional box braid, this style is going to get older faster. And it's nothing that the stylist did wrong. The work looks nice, but it's going to get older. It's going to get frizzy faster. She may, want to take them out or have to get a touch up. But those traditional box braids are going to last longer than these knotless braids because they are able to be tucked. Tucking is one of the things that can also ensure longevity in your style just because of technique alone. Least amount of the client's hair that's showing through a braid, the more likely it is to last longer. So if you look closely at what I'm doing here, when I started her braid, I started it the traditional way, did the 3 legs from the braiding hair, put it over top of her hair. But as you can see, I'm tucking as soon as the braid is in from the root. That way I'm able to completely tuck her natural hair underneath the braiding hair. This is what I was talking about before. You cannot always do this with knotless braids. This is the magic that is traditional box braids. Like, you can get any color you like because of this technique. Now, y'all might want to tussle with me about this next one, but we can tussle. Now, we can tussle because I be knowing what I'm talking about. But my next reason for why traditional box braids, in my opinion, are better than knotless is because they are thick hair friendly. Now, let me elaborate on that before y'all get all in a tizzy. So, at this point, as a braider, I've been braiding so long, I've done clients with the thickest hair, I've done clients with thin hair, I've done clients who have very dense hair, and what I've learned from their experience as clients, especially my thick, dense hair clients like the client I'm doing in this video, the traditional box braids just do better with their texture. And I'm not being texture biased because I braid literally all types of black girl hair. Like, all types, all textures. I don't curl type. I don't do none of that. That 4C, 3B, 3A, 4A. I don't do none of that. I don't do none of that. But traditional box braids, just not even in my opinion, in my client's opinion, it's just a better long lasting style for them. Most if not all of the reasons why traditional box braids are preferred for most of my clients all revolve around longevity, because when you're spending money on a style, you want it to last. And to spend upwards of $200-300 on some braids, my clients want their hair to last because that's what they're paying for. And they've learned or have experienced being able to keep their hair in traditional box braids longer than knotless. Some of my clients haven't even tried the knotless. They don't even want to waste the money trying it. And I've also had clients that usually get the traditional box braids and they finally try the knotless and they went right on back to the traditional box braids because it's just a better long lasting style for them, and it's easier for them to manage at home as clients, whether they have prior knowledge of doing hair or not. Now, I did not want to ramble on this whole entire video. I just wanted to talk about why my clients usually prefer traditional box braids over knotless braids. But the point of this video was a watch me work, because I've had comments on Instagram, people saying like, oh my god, watching you braid is so soothing. So I have so much footage on my camera SD cards that I can literally pump out watch me works. But I think I want to do these type of videos where you guys are able to watch me and we can also like foster a conversation, because I want to know in the comments, like, are you team traditional box braids? Are you team knotless? Do you like both? Have you had one or the other? Haven't had the other? Like, I really want us to be able to have conversations through these videos. So make sure y'all comment, let's chat. What should we chat about next? Because I have more videos, y'all just let me know what y'all want to talk about, and I'm here, we can talk. And if you're not already following my socials, I am on TikTok and Instagram, so same name. I'll make sure I put it on the screen. And yeah, just go ahead and vibe out to the music and watch the rest of the video. And if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe to the channel.
I love her. I just wanna take her out and prove what a real man supposed to do. We can lay around and play around. Ain't got time to hate with my crew. I love her. I love her. Goddamn, I love her.
I love you too, babe.
I love her. I love her.
Cooking, cleaning, sucking, fuck. Little bitch, I'm real grown. I cannot relate to hoes. Why not? Cause my nigga love her. Favorite song come on, it's so. T-shirt and panties on. No, he love big glow for sure. His favorite red bone. He got motion and I got it too. The sexy so kinetic. Boot on with the pussy. Ain't have to make no spaghetti. Fell in love so fast. My friends say I'm pathetic. Pray don't play with my feelings. This shit gon' get domestic.
You ain't gotta say a word, keep getting me what I'm looking for. I just gotta tell everybody. I don't wanna keep it on the low. Goddamn, I love her. I love her. Goddamn, I love her. I love her. I just wanna take her out and prove what a real man supposed to do. We can lay around and play around. Ain't got time to hate with my crew. I love her. I love her. Goddamn, I love her. I love her. I love her.
When I think of you, I think of. When I think of you, I think of all the things we could do. When I think of you, I think of all the things we could do. And I never wanna let you go. And as long as I can let you know.
You ain't gotta say a word, keep getting me what I'm looking for. I just gotta tell everybody. I don't wanna keep it on the low. Goddamn, I love her. I love her. Goddamn, I love her. I love her. I just wanna take her out and prove what a real man supposed to do. We can lay around and play around. Ain't got time to Bust it, baby, drop it to the floor. Bust it, bust it, bust it, bust it, bust it, bust it, drop it,
Hear the lights, can't let no one see me get down. It's alright, I know they think I get around. You and I got something they can't know about. Really only heaven knows my heart. You know this ain't an ordinary love. We got so much history and stories about us. So come on over, baby. We gon' light some candles tonight. Very special. We gon' do whatever you like. Very special. Got some heady chillin' noise. Very special. Hope you make the rest of my life very special. Very special. All night.
Bro, me 100 again, bro. Alright, fuck with me, I'm seeing.
All
Let me see you bust it, bust it, bust it, bust it, bust it, bust it, baby, drop it to the floor. Bust it, bust it, bust it, bust it, bust it, bust it, drop it, let me see.
Bust it like you can't afford a car. You a stop, you look in the mirror, you know who you are, right? Who? Take it low, take it way lower than that. I fly private when I go, ain't no layover on that. Yeah, I made it to the top, took a seat, still sitting, man. I'm up in stadium in DC, still tipping, man. She could've paid tuition 5 times, still stripping. I just throw a couple bills and she'll have a pair of hips. Oh no, there I go, magic tricking on your ass. Throwing every president except for Nixon on your ass. Make you rich, I feel like I should make commission on your ass. Wonder what you'd ever do if I went missing on your
Round
ass.
of applause, baby, make that ass clap. Drop it to the floor, make that ass clap. Round of applause, baby, make that ass clap. Drop it to the floor, make that ass clap. Let me see you bust it, bust it, bust it, bust it, bust it, bust it, baby, drop it to the floor. Bust it, bust it, bust it, bust it, bust it, bust it, drop it, let me see. Bounce that ass, shake that ass like the twerk scene.
All night.
Bounce that ass, shake that ass like the twerk scene.
All night.
When they say she get it from her mama, I'ma say you fuck her right. Body rude is unpolite. Don't be in a humble life. Tell me, is you down? Cause I'm trying to go up tonight. All in hope she's left and right. I just wanna live in a fantasy. I think we deserve it right. Top of the memories I've ever made in my life. Permanent ecstasy. Ladies is pimps tonight, living inside a dream. Let's lay where the love is that's just cause I'm heaven sent. Sex game goes stupid, stopping like a toothpick. Man, I tell the truth, your opinion is irrelevant. But I know you think I'm fine. Might be too fine to hit it from behind. Reflection in the mirror, don't decline. I can't even lie. I put that on my own mama, on my hood. I look fly, I look good. You can't touch my bag, but you could. I look fly, I look too good. Put that on my own mama, on my hood. I look fly, I look good. You can't touch my bag, but you could. I look fly, I look too good.
I like the way you look at me.
You ain't gotta say a word, keep getting me what I'm looking for. I just gotta tell everybody, I don't wanna keep it on the low. Goddamn, I love her. I love her. Goddamn, I